The rant that I wrote, which I think is kind of apropos to this, for Hartmann Report today, hartmannreport.com, is that Democrats need to defy this bizarre white trust fund, Mr. Doughboy baby, trust fund baby Tucker Carlson. You know, he's the heir to the Swanson food fortune. And according to him, he spent his college years mostly drunk, and he's going after General Mark Milley for saying that people in the military need to know the history of the country that they've sworn their lives to defend. This is, yeah, I mean, this is just how he, Mark Milley, 39 years in the military. He's got a master's degree, Mark Milley, from Columbia University in international relations. This guy is no, and he's got 2 master's degrees, one from there and one from the Naval War College. And on this Fox so-called news program, Carlson says, oh, he's not just a pig, he's stupid. Now, why would Carlson say that? Well, number one, Milley is defending teaching the history of race in the United States. And number two, Milley's boss, Lloyd Austin, the Secretary of Defense, is black. So, of course, Fox is going to go all nuts all the time about Mark Milley and Lloyd Austin, and so is the right-wing media and the right-wing press. And it's just wrong. I mean, you can draw a straight line from those two realities, the fact that Milley is defending teaching the history of race in America, and his boss, the Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, is black. You can draw a straight line from that to conservative media and conservative politicians' newfound hatred for the military. Remember, they loved cops until the cops tried to stop them from overthrowing the country on January 6th? Then they started hating cops. You had Officer Fanone, you know, the guy who had a heart attack because he was tased repeatedly in the back of his neck and beaten mercilessly as he was trying to defend the Capitol on January 6th. He met with Kevin McCarthy over the weekend, or perhaps it was Friday, but in the last couple days, and you know, walked out. And what was his comment? You know, the press said, "Well, what do you think?" And he said, "I need a drink." Yeah, McCarthy. He was saying to McCarthy, "Why don't you you know, encourage your colleagues to not lie, at the very least, about what happened on January 6th. And McCarthy was like, well, maybe I'll talk to them privately, but I'm not going to say anything in public. And so, you know, I'm just, you know, Kevin McCarthy is terrified of Donald Trump. He knows that if Trump just says the word, he'll have a primary opponent in California, and he won't be, you know, the House Minority Leader, set to be possibly the House Majority Leader in 2022, which brings me to the point of my whole rant over at Hartmann Report, which is that this whole white supremacist conservative movement, if the Democrats cannot demonstrate to America that they can get things done, if Democrats can't get out there and actually make things happen, which in my opinion means blowing up the filibuster and just start passing some damn laws. Do the exact same thing Mitch McConnell did. He wanted to put Brett Kavanaugh, you know, Mr. Justice Beerbong on the Supreme Court. There was no way he was going to get 60 votes to do it, because the Democrats would have filibustered it, which they've done going back. I mean, you know, they filibustered Robert Bork when Ronald Reagan was president, and afterwards everybody said, yeah, that was a damn good idea. Bork is nuts. So to block the filibuster, Mitch McConnell changed the Senate rules and said, okay, filibuster doesn't apply to Supreme Court justices. Well, you know, the Democrats control the Senate. Get rid of the damn filibuster. Come on, Chuck Schumer. Come on, Joe Biden, President Biden. You have the tools. You can start threatening Democrats who are saying, oh, we like the filibuster. We think Republicans being in charge is a good thing. You can say to them, oh, really? Well, do you like your committee assignments? Do you like your seniority? Would you, and say, you know, to, that's the stick approach. The carrot approach would be, hey, how would you like an extra committee assignment? How'd you like to have, you know, some major infrastructure in your community with your name on it? We can make that happen. I mean, this is, you know, old-timey politics. LBJ, FDR, they all knew how to do this. Joe Biden knows how to do this. He served in the Senate for almost 30 years, or in the neighborhood of 30 years. I'm telling you, and by the way, on the program today, Rachel Bidkofer is going to be with us. How do Democrats win? That'll be in our third hour, I believe. I'm just looking. Oh, it's in the second hour, Sean? Thank you. And Andrew Perez is going to be here in the, that's also the second hour, about health care insurance, a new way to say no to health care. And in our third hour, Dr. Justin Frank is going to drop by, and I'm going to be asking him, is Trump's mental illness contagious? It sure seems like it. So some of the things we're going to get to today. But I'm telling you, if the Democrats don't get their act together and start passing legislation and making things happen, they are not going to hold the House and Senate in 2022. And if they don't hold the House and Senate, they won't hold the White House in 2024. And if they don't hold the White House in 2024, you can kiss democracy in this republic goodbye for at least a generation. Because these Republicans and the billionaires, the neo-fascist, white supremacist billionaires who support them and own them essentially, are not going to let go.